Chapter 25. Men to the right, women to the left. Quickly, quickly. The guards push us with their rifles. Faster, move, left, right, left, right. Everything is happening so fast, like in a horrible dream. The people behind me are pushing me forward toward the women's group. But where's Moshel? Where's Motel? They were only near me a moment ago. Moshel, Motel! I cry out hysterically. Where are you? Don't leave me. Let's stay together. Don't leave me alone. Motel, Moshel, Motel, Moshel. They are lost in the crowd of dazed people. I cannot see them anymore. I keep on calling, Where are you, my brothers? Where are you, my children? Don't leave me alone. Motel, Moshel. I hear names being called out all around me. Children calling their mothers, mothers calling their children, husbands calling to their wives their last goodbyes. And above it all, the German commands, left, right, left, right. A man in a Nazi uniform is pointing with a white baton toward Mrs. Borowicz. She's pulled up from a group and to the left of us, where a group of older women and mothers with small children are gathered. Her daughter follows her and is kicked back by a Nazi guard toward our group. I grab Rivka before she can fall and get trampled by the moving crowd. I hear Mrs. Borowicz cries as she, too, disappears from my sight. Faster, faster, left, right, faster, faster. I'm being carried forward. I think I saw my brother Beryl with Motel and Moshel. They march by with a group of men. I hear Carolla's voice behind me. They will try to stay together. We must also try to stay together. Carolla is holding her mother's arm. Then we hear left, and her mother is pulled away from her. Hold on, my children. Don't lose your courage. Hold on, my children. And she, too, is gone. From all sides, I hear people calling, You must not lose hope. You must not lose hope. You must live. A woman calls to her daughter as she is pulled toward the group on the left. My eyes are blurred from burning tears. My head is spinning. And through it all come the voices of strangers calling, commanding, You must live. You must hope. I hope that this is all a horrible nightmare. I'll wake up soon. The nightmare will be gone. My brothers will stand beside me. We will be in a free world. But the nightmare continues. We are pushed forward toward the unknowns by whips whistling in the air, their sharp blows landing on the heads and shoulders of the women. Outcries of pain echo around us. Carolla, Rivka, and I desperately try to hold on to one another. We are pushed into a long barrack and ordered to undress. Drop all of your clothes and put them in neat piles. Leave all your belongings. Remove your eyeglasses and leave them here. Move forward. Move. I move like a zombie. I remove my eyeglasses, which I have worn for the last few years, and I feel as if I am suddenly blind. Left all alone in the darkness, I am pushed forward. My head is shaven by a woman in striped prison clothes. This is to keep the lice out of your hair, she says sarcastically, while cutting into my long brown hair with her shaver. I stare at her, really without seeing her. There are mountains of hair around us, blonde, brown, black, piles of shoes, clothing, eyeglasses surround us, each pile growing bigger and bigger with each passing row of new arrivals. Quickly, quickly. Forward to the showers. Move! We are pushed into a large room filled with showers. Suddenly, the water from the shower head comes at me full force. The cold spray helps bring me out of the stupor I have been in. I look at my friends, at their shaven heads, at their horror-filled eyes. I grab Carolla's hand. Carolla, is that you? I whisper, and we stare at each other for a long moment. Is that you, Riva? Is that you? She gasped, transfixed by the sight of my shaven head. Out, out, quickly out! We are herded outside. The sound of the whips makes us move as fast as we can. We are pushed into the bright sunlight of the warm August air, stark naked. With my arms, I try to cover my nakedness. My cheeks are hot from embarrassment. I feel so degraded. Someone is handing out one-piece clothing to each girl to cover our naked bodies. I receive a petticoat big enough to wrap myself in. I look at Rivka next to me. She is tall, and the blouse she received hardly reaches the end of her buttocks. I pull off my petticoat and hand it to Rivka. I am small. Take this. Your blouse will be big enough to cover me to the knees. She takes off her blouse and puts it on me lovingly. With tears in her eyes, she says, We are not animals yet. We still have our pride. March into the barrack, quickly. We walk hurriedly into the huge barrack. It is filled with triple-decker bunks. On most decks lie 5 shriveled bodies with hungry, horror-stricken eyes. Some bunks are not filled yet. Where are you from? Parched lips whisper. Are there still Jews alive outside this hell? Did you see the smoke? Did you see the chimneys? Do you feel the angel of death touching you? Can you smell the burning flesh? Those eyes, those voices are so unreal, so ghastly. This has to be a nightmare. Leave them alone. The voices go on and on. Leave them alone. But they will know soon about the smoke, about the smell. Why doesn't the nightmare end? It cannot be true. I will not listen to them. I will not look at them. I cover my ears, but the voices are within me now. I am part of them now. Rivka grabs hold of a small, skinny woman in her late 20s, wearing a dress that is much too big. She looks familiar to her. They stare at each other in disbelief. Tola? Tola. Rivka cries out, Is that you? I'm Rivka Borowicz. My God, what did they do to you? Tola's eyes fill with tears. Rivka. The beautiful, elegant Rivka without hair, wrapped in rags. This cannot be you. They fall into each other's arms, sobbing. What did they make of us? What did they do with us? Dear God, help us remain human. Help us. I lost my children, Rivka. Tola says suddenly through her tears. They took them from me. I lost them. She buries her head in Rivka's chest, howling like a wounded animal. Rivka hugs her close. I'll stay with you, Tola. We'll stay with you. Rivka, Carola, and I. She is the only one in her bunk. We slide into her bunk and hold close to one another.